estimated at the beginning of the season. When you look at the number of minutes they played in that run to the Final Four.
Okoro hits the corner three.
Yes.
Getting so good for them.
Should be an all-league performer. Talking about 10 in blue. You cannot let Dowdy, if you're Tennessee today, beat you going right. And you can't let this kid blow up your gap. And they will win. If they can't, they will lose. It's pretty simple.
Okoro, deep two on the way. Tennessee's on a run, 8-0 Vols.
He was down 17 Tuesday.
That's right, for defeating the Kentucky Wildcats at Rupp Arena. 7-point game here at Thompson Bowling.
Is just incredible. You've got the jungle. You've got a community that Bruce Pearl, this senior class, has built. 98 wins.
Isaac Okoro shoots an air ball. This is the easy one. Okoro. Offensive rebound. Jalen Williams.
Come on.
How about the handles? Dowdy, same spot, different result. Offensive rebound by Okoro.
Mitchell calling for the high ball screen, and we had two guys bunch up at the top, and it ended up working out nicely for Nebo. They're due for Wiley, knowing what the potential is for him. I really like how Josh Nebo showed up.
11 points tonight for Josh Nebo.
Moving.
Mitchell guarded by McCormick. Letting those two guys play a little. Mitchell straight on three. Offensive rebound. Flag guarded by Cambridge, pulls up. And he got the roll.
Ooh, with the stare. Doesn't say.
1,121 inside the jungle. And what a game. Auburn led 12-1 to start. Texas A&M.
On Brooks entered on the previous dead ball. 16 fouls against Kentucky. Okoro, the spin, and he missed it too hard off the glass.
Nice. They're really not getting into the teeth of the defense at all.
Dowdy gives it up. Jumper doesn't go for Okoro. And a loose ball in south. 4:40 to play in the first half. Okoro, 10 to shoot. Dowdy against quickly. Right off the hands of Wiley to Okoro. But short on a three.
Forget about it. Big confidence.
67-62 Kentucky. McCormick, hands Okoro. Off the front rim on a three ball.
You need some motors.
And Raf, Kentucky has its largest lead, 73-64. Okoro.
Do not go in there on Richards.
And Okoro on the offensive end, making the defense pay, playing zone, and then Tyree just cuts off that screen so hard, gets his feet, won't beat a dead horse, but his commitment to keeping players fresh in a rotation. He always says we want fatigue to be a factor. Credit for gutting it out on the road, not sitting out on his team despite being gifted.
Isaac Okoro from the wing.
Who's then Auburn taking it off to the races. And that's been a big reason why the crowd has stayed out of this game for the most part. This is as quiet as we've heard the jungle for this long.
he would prefer right now.
Bruce Pearl saying Auburn was. And all of a sudden, Tennessee's got an answer. It's Jalen Johnson.
Mike, remember Tuesday in Lexington.
Well as Bruce Pearl.
No, teach it, demand it, hold his guys accountable, prepare for it. All those things, Bruce Pearl sets the standard.
We'll see what happens tonight in Durham. Mike Morgan, Jimmy Dykes here in Knoxville.
And tonight is inside out to try and force Auburn to shoot threes, contested threes.
Okoro feeds it into the post late in the shot clock, and Austin Wiley.
They're rushing through them. You got to set those screens in order to create space and movement.
Into the corner, Dowdy open again. This time he's short. It's tipped away.
The weak side glass. Force Auburn into difficult shots. They've done that, but Auburn's also been able to knock them down and get some confidence early. Wow. And that was just a terrific finish. A lot of concentration and quickness on that play.
By Wiley.
Yeah. The momentum was not in Nebo's favor.
Jalen Williams.
Come on.
How about the handles? Dowdy, same spot, sitting at 14 and 14 overall, 8 and 8 in the SEC. And there were Texas A&M fans openly and loudly asking the question. That's explosive off the floor. Tanned, and the Warriors. Coverage tips with a jump at 8 Eastern. And you can always watch both the jump and the NBA Saturday primetime on the ESPN app, where
it's been a force. There is nothing right now that Auburn can do to affect what Josh A&M
breaks the pressure, the lob, the finish! Miller to Nebo, big bucket for A&M.
Here, air from McCormick, save. McCormick thought the shot clock was winding down, and it bounces. That includes 11 of 22 from three-point territory.
Nice extra pass here.
Wow, he is
nothing in the post, nothing off the dribble drive. Automatic switching on the perimeter too.
Jumper doesn't go for Will.
Times on the glass.
In Auburn's last game, they controlled the paint against the Rebels, and they're starting to establish it.
And now they got it on the big board, so first time anybody's agreed with me.
Okoro on a kick. McCormick a three. Off. McCormick handles it. Now they'll work it through Okoro.
They'll make him use the bounce. I thought he walked with that jump stop.
McCormick sticks it from
Auburn offense, and really I can't think of another team that shoots 30% from three, yet you still respect all their shooters so much like you have.
So, what are you waiting for?
Auburn likes to ball screen that zone. They're not allowing McCormick to get to the screen. They're icing him, which means sending him towards the same.
Has been the catalyst for a lot of those
Tonight is inside out to try and force Auburn to shoot threes, contested threes.
Okoro feeds it into the post late in the shot clock, and Austin Wilder
Here, air covered from McCormick. Save. McCormick thought the shot clock was winding down, and it bounces sometimes on the glass. In Auburn's last game, they controlled the paint against the Rebels, and they're starting to establish it.
Auburn likes to ball screen that zone. They're not allowing McCormick to get to the screen. They're icing him, which means sending him towards the same.
It's Samir Dowdy time, or this guy, right to his right hand.
What a step through.
Great pass. He is so good off the bounce.
Up the offensive glass, and Richards took advantage of it. Boy, this 2-3 is pretty wide and long.
Auburn University, but with those 2 degrees he'll walk away from the university with a lot to look forward to in life. Anthony McLemore out of the game. Auburn needing the big baskets from Devontae Shuler.
McLemore draw.
Twenty-three to White. The foul was on what they were checking.
Yep. So it's on Okoro.
That's his second now.
Or shoot for this team. McLemore finds Okoro. Back to McLemore. Little teardrop, and he knocks it down. Nice. Okoro around the screen. Finds the cutter. Hoop and a horn for McCormick. Beautiful.
He's won everywhere he's been.
He's terrific. I've covered his teams a lot at Virginia Tech. And he will get his guys in a winning mentality.
How he commanded the practice. Like, it's interesting to watch shoot-arounds because some head coaches dominate it all, some don't, and he does.
He's in a great mood.
Over. They move the ball side to side, and they continue to keep this 9-point lead. They're going to be in good shape. The St. Louis.
McLemore thinking he's the main offensive weapon. Furman will track.
Still environment. Nice pass inside, the dunk down. Easy bucket from McLemore. Off the iron. Into the hands of Auburn. Akingbola popped out. Greg still plus 10 in the paint. He's only scored 6 inside second half, and there's Auburn scoring. He hasn't really needed to.
No. And, you know, when you guard a guy like that, good pass.
McLemore misses. He's fouled, though, by Collins.
And the drive, and Hayes even comes down to the rebound, has it taken away, and Mobley, finishes. Yahoo pass dunk for Stewart. Bounce pass, and Mobley, oh, this time he was challenged.
17 on the shot clock. Isaac looks down low to the big, and Stewart goes up, misses. A huge game, 37 points yesterday. Hasn't made too much of a difference. Stewart goes up hard.
Last minute.
Since D'Angelo Purifoy went to the bench with his 3rd foul, Texas A&M has been on a 16.
Texas A&M took the risk. They tried to go for the steal. It affected their rotation, and that left Okoro open for 3. How about this?
So coming out of that timeout after the big collision down under the rim. Richard Cross, Brooke Weisbrod with.
They got him back with only 4 losses. Pretty impressive. They got Brooks on the floor.
Quickly is fouled. Okoro.
27% in conference play. LSU's going to pack the paint. If Auburn settles for those threes and makes the threes, it's going to be lights out.
So they play to their strength. Look, there's no one in the post, which means for Auburn, you have to extend defensively, giving Mason Jones room.
Shot clock at 7. Jalen Harris tries to penetrate. Little baby hook. Jones got Okoro in the air, drew the foul. He almost 34 tonight. On the freshman Okoro. Ball fake, freed him up. What a move.
Incredible. Okiki among them. So a lot of the guys who are back, Jay, are in much bigger roles than they were a year ago.
Absolutely. Lost Horace Spencer and Malik Dunbar as well.
Time. Schuler puts it up. He's going to be checking his Twitter feed tonight.
Great pass.
First 17 games, 52 points, 7 threes, 6 threes tonight. He's blowing up like Matty Pruitt.
Yeah. A basketball.
Integral in Auburn's success. They were coming off the bench, guys like Dowdy and McCormick.
Yeah, but they played major minutes, man. I think they played a bigger role.
Last minute.
Since D'Angelo Purifoy went to the bench with his third foul, Texas A&M has been on a 16.
Texas A&M took the risk. They tried to go for the steal. It affected their rotation, and that left Okoro open for three. How about this?
So coming out of that timeout after the big collision down under the rim. Richard Cross, Brooke Weisbrod with.
What Auburn has to do, though, get inside. Nice cross, a little too much in traffic. No. And the follow goes.
Free throw attempts. 44. Check it out. Hagens, the drive. Sestina couldn't finish.
They got him back with only 4 losses. Pretty impressive. They got Brooks on the floor.
Quickly is fouled. Okoro.
They need him badly. This is not an Ole Miss team with a lot of depth.
Ooh. Schuler fading away. In this series, Ole Miss has won 12 of the last 15.
Shot to make another deep run tomorrow.
3 and 3. I like it. So Dowdy's got 2 shots coming his way. That was Tyree's foul. Isaac Okoro, coast to coast, so explosive.
27% in conference play. LSU's going to pack the paint. If Auburn settles for those threes and makes the threes, it's going to be lights out.
LSU, the top rebounding team in the league, plus 8.5 a game, the margin. Watford takes it strong.
To be had in this league, it could shrink to 4, it could grow to 7.
LSU's lead, shushing game.
Will Wade has 2 timeouts left. Auburn has 3. You're LSU right now. Just
He's up with a big play, knocking it away from Wiley.
Great support defense by Witt. Arkansas changes a lot of that high ball screen. And then fights to front, so they play to their strength. Look, there's no one in the post, which means for Auburn, you have to extend defensively, giving Mason Jones room.
Shot clock at 7. Jalen Harris tries to penetrate. Little baby hook. Flanagan guarding him. Here's Jimmy Witt. He's missed a couple in this. Kind of a good partner because I just swept it under the rug. Nobody will know. Here's Jimmy Witt. Again, he remains scoreless. Behind Bailey's screen. Shot clock at 5. You just assume 34 tonight. On the freshman Okoro. Ball fake.
Wow.
Freed him up. What a move. Incredible.
Okiki among them. So a lot of the guys who are back, Jay, are in much bigger roles than they were a year ago.
Absolutely. Lost Horace Spencer and Malik Dunbar as well.
Yeah. Against the Commodores, Jerry Stackhouse's team played hard before Kentucky finally prevailed in the end.
Poor Vanderbilt with all the injuries they've had the last 2 years. They're trying to get quickly coming off that little pin down. Now you got to expect the high ball screen. Here it comes.
Got teed up. How was that? Was that diplomatic enough?
Very diplomatic.
Thank you. I am Canadian enough. Hagan's off the ball. Maxey brings it up.
Here comes a high ball screen. Another split.
In terms of his physique, he is an absolute specimen. Chisel 50. KJ Buckman with the left hand.
Bench with that foul. The Rebels can't afford to get him in foul trouble. Let's see if Auburn can take advantage.
Okoro. Well, remember, 3 to shoot. Williams realizes it. And hit the rim.
And time.
Schuler puts it up.
Founding back in 92-93. Here's Bolton off the handoff.
Block. As we've started SEC play.
Kuznard, no, and it's ripped down by... He's going to be checking his Twitter feed tonight.
Great pass.
First 17 games, 52 points, 7 threes, 6 threes tonight. He's blowing up like Matty Pruitt.
Yeah. Basketball, you think his dad's saying War Eagle every time he knocks one down? I'd say not.
House divided there.
It's not something serious. He'll be able to re-enter the game. That's going to be, I thought they may get him for a travel. He slid his foot a little.
Anthony Edwards. Okoro is a dude. Wheeler into the paint. Gresham follows him. That ball blocked on the way up by Okoro. They are electric in person.
Is it fair to ask after you had said there? Follows it up. Gets bodies in the air. It's blocked by Okoro twice. Kamara.
No. Really stay locked in on Edwards. He's a heat check type of guy.
Are you kidding me? Back to back. Was on McLemore and led the lane open for D'Angelo Purifoy.
They literally in the last minute and a half. He plays so well, McLemore, out of the dunker's spot. That's where he flew in from. Year than LeBron James was in his second year. That's a one competitive young guy, Luka Doncic.
I know, but there's a lot of other ways this half. And Neesmith will be happy when either Dowdy has a seat
or he gets switched off. Pippen can't. Dowdy telling the referees he didn't touch Neesmith last time. Lee, no. This is Lee. And taking it all the way. Integral in Auburn's success. They were coming off the bench, guys like Dowdy and McCormick.
Yeah, but they played major minutes, man. I think they played a bigger role.
What Auburn has to do, though, get inside. Nice cross. A little too much in traffic. No. And the follow goes. That shot. Higgins. Nice dive to the rim. And everything.
Montgomery could not finish.
Perimeter guys in particular.
Sestina back in. He'll set the screen. Higgins wasn't looking pick and pop. Instead, the jumper.
Sestina with a.
Isaac Okoro, coast to coast, so explosive.
To be had in this league, it could shrink to 4, it could grow to 7.
LSU's lead.
Auburn not getting to the free throw line, Mike, because of all those jump shots. They only have 5 free throws made in this game. They average making tuition game. Will Wade has 2 timeouts left. Auburn has 3. You're LSU right now. Just
kind of a good partner because I just swept it under the rug. Nobody will know. Here's Jimmy Witt. Again, he remains scoreless. Behind Bailey's screen. Shot clock at 5. You just assume.
They're trying to get quickly coming off that little pin down. Now you got to expect the high ball screen. Here it comes.
Hagan's off the ball. Maxey brings it up.
Here comes a high ball screen. Another split.
In basketball at all.
Culminated in a 30-win season. First ever Final Four trip for the program. First basket for... Well, remember, 3 to shoot. Williams realizes it. And hit the rim. Double overtime. Ole Miss by 2. Schuler in trouble. Heaves. And...
So Javon McCormick, a 6-foot senior out of New Orleans. First time at the free throw line, misses the first. 12 SEC challenge.
He needed
Yes,
a stop.
indeed.
He needed a stop. He wanted a crowd to help him. He did.
Coming up, we'll take it.
I get Halliburton going here. It doesn't have to be scoring, but he's got to be involved in getting the ball back after he gives it up, making a play.
Auburn's halfway. Samir Dowdy, 6 for 7 from the line, make it 7 for 8. 5 times this year, Samir Dowdy has eclipsed 20 points. He's honestly
as we've started SEC play.
Kuznard, no, and it's ripped down by.
Because he is so explosive, and we saw that right there. Big basket cuts this to a 5-point game.
Kyra Lewis can't answer, and
Guarded by Okoro. Gets a ball screen. Probes the left side. Takes it right in on the shot blocker, Wiley.
Okoro, but Auburn is 0 for their last 6 from the field. Foul line extended jumper.
They're playing with a real sense of urgency, as you would expect.
Hunter.
You mentioned McLemore. He had that devastating left ankle injury where he dislocated it, and he's worked his way back, and his bounce is for New Mexico. Jaquan Lyles got to have a huge second half. Just 1 of 7 in the first half.
NCAA tournament, how many times are you going to beat Kansas and Kentucky in the same year?
Incredible. Okoro. He's got all kinds of potential. Cummings high off the glass with a left.
Brookins a little short. Dowdy goes back inside to Okoro.
Andre Fox and Herb McGee, sorry about that, JD. Both of those guys can run the point.
Coleman blocked from behind the circles.
You're not going to pass it over the top of Wiley.
A lot of attacks, baseline. Nice reversal. Spinning it.
He has to make some passes in the half court and try to settle this game down a little bit. This is rushed also. He scored, no doubt about it. It's a good move.
Same place as Austin Wiley. Those two have a history together.
Smith crossover off the window. Euro.
For that. But my point being, him not getting the basketball when he wants it or as often as he wants it allows him to get frustrated.
Hemmings rejected.
Got picked by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Looking to play aside LeBron James. Well, seeing the
last minute.
Since D'Angelo Purifoy went to the bench with his third foul, Texas A&M has been on a 16.
In this series, Ole Miss has won 12 of the last 15. Back to the free throw line for
to watch play in the NBA because of how they play. Just old school principles, move the ball, tough defense. No one plays harder than Kyle Lowry.
Teams, and Ponds, and many more. So Tennessee will be just fine. But right now, Auburn.
Savion Flagg has been hot. He's off the mark.
Win for Texas A&M. For Buzz Williams, that's exactly what they want.
Texas A&M deliberately a slower-paced team. J.J. Chandler.
Here's Higgins, small against the big. Williams, Higgins.
You can make this.
Step back, Sestina. Book it. Wildcats.
He's just got to stay wide. They find and be organized.
9 to shoot. Quickly lines it up. Short.
Perimeter guys in particular.
Sestina back in. He'll set the screen. Higgins wasn't looking pick and pop. Instead, the jumper.
Sestina
in the second half. Maxey taking his time, quickly pops to the outside, off the back of the iron. Look at
that is the third charge they've drawn. The problem is they just haven't converted enough on the offensive end. See if they can change that here.
Shackelford
many more. So Tennessee will be just fine. But right now, Auburn is poised for another NCAA.
Last minute.
Since D'Angelo Purifoy went to the bench with his third foul, Texas A&M has been on a 16.
The shot got the tip. And here it is, and then the assist. What a great play from rim rocker, still moving.
Mitchell guarded by McCormick. Letting those two guys play.
4-second difference. Shot clock, the game clock. Sestina, a three. Off the back of the iron. Rebound grab by Okoro. In foul trouble. Higgins. What a fake. Higgins denied by Purifoy. And a break opportunity. Okoro. High low, and they got him. 4 to shoot. Maxey. Too strong. Rebounded by Okoro.
Alex Reese from deep. Okoro took a shot on the board.
Offensive rebounds to the Tigers to this point.
Reese challenged by McLemore. Rebound.
Two freshmen coming up with that ball to a third freshman. Bruce may have a point. I don't know if Jalen Forbes' right foot was. Step back. Ooh.
Wow. Tough decision for the freshman.
I thought he'd drive that ball right at Kyra Lewis.
That is the rebounding team in the league, plus 8.5 a game, the margin. Watford takes it strong, no dice. Loose ball, pit to 4. It could grow to 7. LSU's lead shrinking to 11. Taylor. Explosion, that's what's at stake. LSU trying to put a 2-game separation between themselves and Auburn, and we'll see what Kentucky does in the game. I mean, you just don't need it. And the Auburn bench reaction.
Under the rug, nobody will know. Here's Jimmy Witt. Again, he remained scoreless in that shot, as you point out in the first half. And
wow. How did that not go in?
That's a carnival and a single point from Jimmy Witt. Is he the type of player that could turn it on late?
I don't think there's any question. You know, right now he's having an opportunity.
Montgomery. Juzang from the baseline, well short.
Better job staying connected there by Wiley.
Maxey trying to take over.
Hinson, second effort, had it poked away. Buffin, no call.
They were overlooking this Ole Miss club. Bruce Pearl wouldn't allow that to happen. But the Tigers in big trouble on the road. Big basket.
13 offensive rebounds for the Tigers compared to 4 for Ole Miss.
They have put the work in tonight, and they have a great chance to get away with a win.
Hinson frustrated after the miss. That was the third foul on McLemore. Tyree is fouled out. 4 fouls on
Tonight. And
Yes.
This is the free throw. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
He's a finisher. You know, I would love as a guard to play with somebody.
They're third in the country in tempo. Bad pass right to the chest of Okoro. Out to McLemore. To himself and pushes it ahead.
He's going to shoot this too if he would have caught it cleanly.
Shackelford on the floor. 3-point play early. Cold start for Arkansas. They've heated up.
Change of defense after that made free throw.
Thought Desi Sills hacked him. And Auburn with the takeaway.
2 minutes into the game, it's already 9-5. Kentucky with the early advantage. A turnover as Okoro takes it away.
And then Davidson under Bob McKillop. Nice drop step.
McLemore misses off the glass and down.
In the banking career that I have had in my past, we got to chat a little bit about that. That's the best thing about this gig, getting to know the young out of bounds or something, and then give Auburn the basketball.
Okoro. Right there, South Carolina. With a little more activity than the Tigers off that glass.
Who wants it?
Threaded inside.